1-1, ready?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. Whoa. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Oh, ready?
Again, it'll be Mixon. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. We'll try it one more time, but now a bit closer. It is 2nd and goal. They look to run with Mixon. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey, guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. And make it 3 in the 1st. He has thrown 3 first-quarter touchdowns. An incredible start to this one.
It really is incredible, Mike, and I'm not sure really what word there is better to describe it. This is just truly a special performance we're seeing today. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited what the next 3 quarters have in store.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So this being the first half, they elect to still kick the extra point instead of moving it up to the 1. Contact up front, Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Another extra point opportunity here. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Burrow. Again, working deep downfield. To the 20. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2. He'll drop to throw. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2J. Here we go. Let's go.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. Down the right sideline. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point. And the Texans add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Burrow. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. And he will dive into the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ow, what's that? Nike taxi.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here we go. Uno mark, uno mark, uno mark, uno mark, uno mark. Uno mark, uno mark, uno mark.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
On the quick, right?
Here's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's in! Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. His second touchdown of this first half. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. Fairbairn to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Texans are able to extend the lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go, here we go.
Burrow to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he's taken down up past the 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
So 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. This one caught by Chase. And he will score again. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
Here we go, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
42. Bengals 36.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, it's Stroud. Diggs on the reception. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Look the hot, look the hot.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively It'll set up a 4th down.
Here we go. 19 Texas.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They go play action for Burrow. Coming across the field, there's Chase. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Burrow. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. He is having a performance and now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. Here's Pierce for the return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, let's go.
On play action, Stroud. He'll look deep here for Diggs.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And the tackle is made at about the 6. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. And he's going to take this into the end zone. The defense looking around saying, what was that? But that is a touchdown. So this is going to be the final play of the half. No time left on the clock. They'll try to add 2 more to this lead before halftime. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Bengals are out in front. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll lead to a second down. Now Mixon, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4. Here we go.
Stroud, and that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter, they convert on fourth down.
At the 48-yard line.
Now Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Why Tony? Buggy.
Schultz is the motion man. Stroud to throw here on first down. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
On fourth down, Stroud. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
He's got room past the 25. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
I like the call, using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
On first down, Burrow. That one incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
Passing right side, and Chase has it. 13 yards on the catch there, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow now. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Now, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Hey, uno more, uno more, uno more, uno more, uno more. Uno more, uno more, uno more.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he's got another one. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he finds his way into the end zone again. Good stretch, finding the goal line, the touchdown, and the 2-point conversion. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. First down throw for Burrow. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's going to try it here again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to be third down.
Let's get set.
They bring Chase in motion. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions. And
Here we go.
now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Burrow to throw for it on 4th down. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
Here we go.
Burrow. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Jimmy Ward with the good coverage that time gets a hand in there.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Henry Tuotuo. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
To the left side, caught by Schultz. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. They'll run here with Mixon. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That one taken in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Burrow here on second down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Big play coming up. This is third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Here we go.
Burrow to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
11 Thomas. 11 MT.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. To throw is Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here we go, here we go.
On first and 10, Burrow. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Burrow. A throw on the move is caught. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle is made here at the 3-yard line.
11, 11. Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. This is intercepted. He gets free past the 40. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And that's not going to yield a whole lot up to about the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is teach tape. This is exactly how they teach defensive linemen to rush the quarterback. First order of business is obviously get a sack. Get to the quarterback, disrupt the pocket. If you can't get there, get big in the throwing lane, and that's exactly why.
11. Look the hot.
From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd down, 8 for the 1st down.
On the tweak, right?
They'll drop to throw. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker can be a hero.
They go with Mixon. And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line. Here comes 2nd down. They'll go play action with Stroud. Off he goes.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10.
Already.
Mixon. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Stroud.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
A lot riding on this play. Tie game, final minute, 3rd down. On play action, Stroud. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans will go up by 7.
Good game, broski. You kept me in it. You kept me in it.
So the kickoff team out there one final time.
Now that little bitch came back. He kept me in focus in the game. I ain't gonna lie.
This one taken at the 10. And they'll be set
I had to come back. I had to show him.
past the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase.
Great job there.
That's not working no more.
Separating the man from the ball.
second down. Burrow. He's going to look downfield
That's it.
once again.
It's over.
And the Texans are going to get the football at their own 40.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see.
Good game. Who next? UD? You next, D?